Hello there, friends of Unity Joy of Life. The day that I am recording this is February the 28th, and it just happens to be my mom's birthday. My mom, Nancy Norman, she would have been 89 years old today, which I'm quite sure she would have said, I am just getting started. She had dreams of doing things well into her 90s. But one thing that we used to talk about that gave us great comfort for both of us in our hearts, because we've had a number of loved ones that have passed away. We believed that, and still believe, that we have a birth date and we have a date of departure. Not one day early, not one day late. We all come in on divine timing and we leave on divine timing. So yes, the body has an expiration date, but the soul, never. And if you ever loved someone deeply, you know this: they don't go far. They are as close as a whisper, sometimes even closer than that. And they, in fact, on days like today, especially when I'm really thinking about my mom, I half expect her to say, Kathy, you may want to brush your hair a little bit or just stand up a little straighter. So today, in honor of her 89th birthday, I want to share something that she once talked about and taught about angels. And who knows, maybe she's still working with them. Happy birthday, Mom. I love you. And I'm still listening.
This is Unity, Joy of Life. I'm Nancy Norman, and this is your weekly wisdom. You know, we've all been through a lot this past couple years, and it's always been of comfort to me when I feel a little bit frightened or concerned to go to this book. It's called the Bible. I call it the Owner's Manual, because in this book, everything that I needed to know about anything in my life, I can find, especially in the Psalms. So today, I want to share with you a couple of my favorite Bible passages that brings peace of mind and a good feeling in our hearts. The first is from Psalms 56, verse 3. It says, "When I am afraid, I put my trust in you. In God, whose words I praise. In God I trust and am not afraid. What can a mere mortal do to me? What can a mere mortal do to me? I'm not afraid because God has got my back." And then here's a favorite too. Psalm 91, verse 11. "For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all of your ways. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone." So you're protected. God has sent his angels to be with you. Those are wonderful Bible passages. And I think it's, at this time in our lives, it's a good idea to remember those positive aspects. It's a good time to remember and give thanks that God's law of good is always in order. God's law of good rules every situation, for all people, in all circumstances, and it can be relied upon. It can be relied upon to bring about right answers and divine solutions. God's law of good. So if we're filled with concern and doubt and worry and fear, we need but remind ourselves that God's in charge and that his angels are with us and they're watching over us. And that God is bigger, greater, more powerful than any circumstance, any person, any persons, any condition, any government, or any virus. That's a powerful thought to keep in mind. That is a powerful thought to keep in mind. God is in charge of my life. God is in charge of my life and my affairs, and his angels are watching over me. If we're concerned about another or someone that we hold near and dear to our hearts, we can affirm for them, God is in charge of your life and your affairs, and his angels are watching over you. With God and his angels, there's always a way. And we realize that a way has been prepared for us and is awaiting our recognition. God is in charge of my life. God is in charge of my life and my affairs, and his angels are watching over me. God's law of good rules. God's angels are watching over you. God bless you. And have a wonderful, safe, beautiful week, because God is in charge and his angels are watching over you. God bless you.